Hello and welcome to Moment of Truth on Labour Social. I'm Graham Hughes. Good news, everyone! Emanating from the Gobbertitchy Sunak this week, his big policy pledge. This is the thing that's going to help all the hard-working men and women across the United Kingdom. This is what's going to save the economy that hasn't grown in 16 years. This is what's going to save us from the fact that wages have gone down massively in real terms. Per capita GDP is down. Borrowing is now over 100% of GDP. Energy bills are through the roof. Investment has gone off a cliff. And we are now living through the biggest squeeze on living costs in living memory. This is what he plans to do to alleviate the burden on us good people of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. He is going to rid us of the cumbersome, onerous, cruel and regressive tax that's only paid by the richest 2% of the population, if that. Oh yeah, and it only kicks in when the person being taxed is quite literally dead. Let joy be unconstrained. Admittedly, this is a tax that I will not have to pay. This is a tax that you will not have to pay. This is a tax that your children will not have to pay. Because the upper limit before you start having to pay tax is an eye-watering £325,000. And if the inheritance is coming from a parent, the tax-free threshold increases to £500,000 per parent. Yep, play your tarot cards right and you can inherit £1 million tax-free. But you see, that generous provision isn't generous enough for someone who is worth over £700 million. Like, I don't know, Rishi fucking Sunak. So, you're not going to believe this. You're not. You're really not. But our Prime Minister is busy working on the most important Conservative policy of the last 13 years of hell, ensuring his children can avoid paying over £300 million of tax. Yeah. He wants his kids to inherit the best part of £1 billion, money accrued by betting against the British economy and from shares in a massive tech company that still trades with Russia, and to not have the indignity of seeing a single penny of that money go on a new hospital, or to fix up a crumbling school, or go towards building a high-speed rail link to the north. I hate to be that guy. I don't. But we are in a crisis right now. Actually, we're in quite a few. An economic crisis, a social crisis, a political crisis, a health crisis, an environmental crisis. And what's our Prime Minister dedicating his time to? Formulating ways to save his family money. Tabling adjustments to the tax code that will not benefit you or me or literally anyone I know in any way, shape or form. This is what happens when the Tories are in power for 13 years. They don't grow. They don't mature. They fester. This is what happens when we have the richest Prime Minister in history lining his greasy pockets with what's left of the nation's wealth, treating this country's finances like a massive slush fund for him and his cronies. The leader of our nation who lost the leadership contest to a woman who subsequently lost it to a lettuce. The Tory party, do not represent me. The Tories do not represent you. The Tories do not represent this country. The only thing the Tories ever represent is their own self-interest.